Hello students, I am Deepali Devi, your geography teacher. Today I am going to discuss about the last part of the third chapter from your geography book. In our last class we discussed about the seasons. There are 4 seasons. Then till here we discussed about that these are the things: the spring, summer, autumn and winter. These are the 4 seasons. That due to the result of the revolution of the movement of the earth around the sun, it is the result of the result these 4 seasons. Again we are going to discuss about the summer solstice and winter solstice. So and during the course of earth's movement around the sun, we come across 4 special positions of earth with respect to the sun. There is these 4 positions you see. There are 2 solstices when the sun directly overhead, the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn respectively, and 2 equinoxes when the sun is overhead the equator. Like that, the 2 solstices, these are the 2 positions. Another the 2 equinoxes, that these 2 positions of the earth. These are the movement during the course of earth's movement. These are the results that the sun, we come across 4 special positions of earth. The around when the earth is moving around the sun, the earth attain the 4 positions, and these 4 positions are 2 solstices and 2 equinoxes. So let's see what are the 2 solstices. That means the summer solstice and winter solstice. Then we are going to discuss about the solstice. The 2 solstices are the summer solstice. One is the 21st June and the winter solstice is the 22nd December. Look at the given figure, you will observe that on 21st June, the rays of the sun fall directly on the Tropic of Cancer, that means the 23.5 degree north latitude. During this time, the North Pole and the Northern Hemisphere, then already you know that which part is known as the Northern Hemisphere. That means that from the equator, from the 0 degree equator, the northern part is known as the Northern Hemisphere, are tilted at their maximum towards the sun. There already you know that the earth revolving around the sun based on axis in its own path. Based on axis, the earth rotates around the sun in its own orbit. At the time of the rotation revolution of the sun, that when the revolve around the sun, the maximum part is tilted towards the sun. Tilted means the slanting towards the sun. Since a larger portion of the northern hemisphere gets more heat and light due to the, as you know that the earth tilted towards the sun and the maximum portions the light of the sun falling on earth. Since a larger portion of the northern hemisphere gets more heat and light as a result of the heat of the sun, the light of the sun covering the maximum part of the earth, that it is summer season. The earth feels summer in these regions, in this part, in the northern hemisphere. During this time, places in the northern hemisphere experience longer days and shorter nights. Already we know that when in our places also, when the summer seasons are going on, then the days are long and nights are short. The longest day and shortest night occurs on 21st June. Already we have crossed because today is the 12th of August. So on the 21st June, the longest day and the shortest night already over in this year. It also results in continuous daylight for about 6 months in the Arctic regions. It also results in continuous daylight for about 6 months in the Arctic regions. That means the in Arctic regions having the 6 months the sunlight having, that means 6 months days and 6 months night. That it also results in continuous daylight for about 6 months in the Arctic regions. Places near the Tropic of Cancer receive more heat than places near the North Pole, as the North Pole receives slanting rays of the sun, because the polar regions, these regions, the no, polar some the places of the North Poles, slanting towards the sun. In the southern hemisphere, sorry, in the southern hemisphere, the situation is just the reverse because the South Pole is tilted away from the sun. So you see, the results of the northern hemisphere, already we get the results of the northern hemisphere because in the northern hemisphere the earth tilted towards the sun. The maximum portions of the northern hemisphere, they having the rays of the sun. Due to that condition, the maximum parts having the summer, the maximum hot, receive the hot condition, and the days are longer and nights are shorter. The results of the southern hemisphere will be the opposite of the northern hemisphere. So in the southern hemisphere, the situation is just the reverse because the south pole is tilted away from the sun. The northern part slanting towards the sun, but the southern hemisphere it is far away from the sun. It is winter season there and nights are longer than days. So if the days are longer and nights are shorter in the northern hemisphere, in case of the southern hemisphere, the days are shorter and nights are longer. This position of Earth, which marks the summer season in the northern hemisphere and winter season in the southern hemisphere, is called summer solstice. So this is known as the summer solstice. That means, in short, I want to say that in case of the northern hemisphere, the northern part of the earth tilted towards the sun and receive maximum heat of the sun. Then as a result, the maximum portions having the maximum heat, and it is the summer season. Summer season, the days are very long and nights are short. The longest day is the 21st June and the nights the shortest night. Like that, there will be the opposite condition in the southern hemisphere, that the southern hemisphere far away from the sun and the days are shorter and nights are longer, because in this area the light of the sun, the rays of the sun falling, they are not falling properly. It is far away from the sun. So this condition is known as the summer solstice. On 22nd December, the position of Earth changes. The South Pole and the Southern Hemisphere is tilted at their maximum towards the Sun, while North Pole and the Northern Hemisphere are tilted away from it. The rays of the sun fall directly on the Tropic of Capricorn. During this period, places in the southern hemisphere have longer days and shorter nights, and the longest day and the shortest night are experienced on 22nd December. Like the northern hemisphere, the longest day and the shortest night. The day is the 21st June. On 21st June, the longest day and the shortest night. In case of the southern hemisphere, in case of winter solstice, the shortest day and the longest night, the opposite of the northern hemisphere. So, in the northern hemisphere, the rays of the sun having maximum heat of the sun, light of the sun like that. But in case of the southern hemisphere on the Tropic of Capricorn, these are thus less heat gets in this hemisphere. So, on the day of the 2nd December, the day is the shortest day and the longest night for that year. Every year, the longest day and the shortest night is the 21st June, and the shortest day and the longest night is the 22nd December. So, in case of the northern hemisphere, it is the summer solstice. In case of the southern hemisphere, it is known as the winter solstice. Like that, you see that this is the table for the summer and winter solstice. The date is the 21st June. Northern hemisphere season is the summer season. In northern hemisphere is summer season. Northern hemisphere the longest day and the shortest night. The southern hemisphere having the winter season, and the days are southern hemisphere days are shortest day and the longest night. So, in case of the southern hemisphere, the shortest day and longest night on 21st June. On 21st June, these two are the northern condition of the northern hemisphere, and these two are the southern hemisphere. So on 21st day in northern hemisphere, the season is the summer season. The condition of the day and night is the longest day and the shortest night. Then in case of the southern hemisphere, it will be the opposite of the northern hemisphere. So the season is the winter, and the days condition of the day is the shortest day and the longest night. On the date of the 2nd December, in case of northern hemisphere, the season is the winter, because it will be the opposite of the northern hemisphere. Winter, the days are shortest day and the longest night. And in case of the southern hemisphere, the season will be the summer, and the condition of the day is the longest day and the shortest night. All these things are reverse of the each other. That means it will be the reverse with the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. It will be the opposite of the northern hemisphere in case of the southern hemisphere. Like that, these are known as the summer solstice and the northern winter solstice. The spring and autumn equinoxes. We are going to discuss about the spring and autumn equinoxes on 21st March and 23rd September. The rays of the sun fall vertically on the equator. This is the condition. These are the conditions you see. On 21st March and 23rd September, the rays of the sun fall vertically on the equator. This is the condition of the 21st. This is the 21st March. This is the condition, and this is the equator, and the rays of the sun falling vertically. That means they directly fall in that area. And at this position, At this position, the days and nights are equally long all over the world. Equally long. At this position, the days and nights are equally long all over the world. All over the world, the days are very long. Days and nights. This is called equinox. That means equal days and equal nights. On 21st March, it is spring in the northern hemisphere. In case of on 21st March in the northern hemisphere, this is the spring season, spring equinox. It is known as the spring equinox. And autumn in the southern hemisphere. Then this is known as the southern hemisphere. The season is the autumn season. On the 23rd September, this is known as the in the northern hemisphere, the spring in the southern hemisphere. So you see the days and night condition is same, the equal days and equal nights in these two hemispheres. In case of it is the reverse with the spring and autumn. On 23rd September, it is autumn in the northern hemisphere and spring in the southern hemisphere. Then in case of in 21st March, the northern hemisphere and autumn in the southern hemisphere. So you see, northern hemisphere and autumn in the southern hemisphere. That means that this is called equinox. On 21st March, it is spring in the northern hemisphere. But in case of 23rd September, in northern hemisphere, it is autumn. So like that, on 23rd September, it is autumn in the northern hemisphere and spring in the southern hemisphere. The both are the reverse with each other. Like that, hence it is clear that seasons are reversed between the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Reverse means opposite, alter. Due to the revolution of Earth around the Sun and the inclination of Earth's axis, the tilt of Earth is also responsible for seasonal changes and variations in the lengths of day and night. So, this is the condition of the equinoxes, the date. This is the condition of the equinox. That this is the date, 21st March, northern hemisphere in spring. In case of northern hemisphere, in northern hemisphere days and nights equal. 23rd September, season autumn, and days and nights are equal. Like that, reverse with the southern hemisphere, season is autumn, and southern hemisphere days and night equal. In case of the 23rd September, in southern hemisphere spring season, the southern hemisphere days and nights are equal. Like that, the both are these are with the northern hemisphere, it is opposite to the southern hemisphere. So let's assume that Earth stops revolving around the Sun. With no movement of Earth, there would be no seasons, and hence same weather conditions would continue throughout the year. There would be no varieties of fruits, flowers, vegetables we enjoy would change in seasons. Like that, if there is no movement of the earth, we will not get these things. So, what are the effects of evolution? The effects of evolution, the number one is the earth, the revolution of earth causes seasons. Next one, seasons in the northern and the southern hemisphere are reversed. Revolution of earth determines the duration of length of the days and nights. Vertical and slanting rays influence the distribution of heat and light over the surface of earth. These are the things. So These are the lesson at a glance. Earth has two motions, rotation and revolution. So the students, that this is the most important thing, that the most important, then you should read and revise. Earth has two motions, rotation and revolution. Rotation is spinning of Earth on its axis. Rotation gives us day and night. Circle of illumination is the circle that separately day from night. Dawn is the period of diffused light before sunrise. Dusk is the period of diffused light and after sunset. Revolution is the movement of Earth around the Sun in an elliptical path. Revolution gives us seasons. After that, summer, winter, spring, and autumn are the four seasons on Earth. Seasons in the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere are reversed. Summer solstice, winter solstice, and spring and autumn equinoxes, four special positions of Earth with respect to the sun. These are the most important things. These are, so you should read properly and write in your notebook and revise, that these are important for your exam also. So the students, that today the lesson is finished. We will discuss the question answers in our next class. So thank you and bye bye.